Made possible by viewers who subscribe. We test, chart, and compare so your wallet wins. Hit subscribe to keep them coming.
Torn between the SONY 28-70mm F3.5-5.6 FE OSS and the Canon 17-40mm F/4 lens? It's a tough choice. Standard zoom versus ultra-wide angle.
The Sony at around 1 pound definitely screams walk-around lens, right? Good for travel?
Absolutely. It's lightweight, and that 28-70mm range is super practical. You can grab portraits at 70mm, then zoom out to 28mm for landscapes. Plus, the Optical SteadyShot image stabilization is a lifesaver for handheld shooting. Think sharp photos even in dim restaurants.
That Canon 17-40mm, though, that ultra-wide 17mm is calling to me. Imagine those dramatic landscape shots. But is it too specialized for everyday use? And it's almost twice the weight at just over 2 pounds.
Excellent points. Let's break it down further. Okay, so the Sony, being a renewed lens, is currently selling for around $226. It's got a variable aperture of f3.5 to 5.6, which means you get a brighter image at the wide end. And it's designed for Sony's E-mount cameras.
Right, and the Canon, also renewed, is going for about $453. It's a fixed f/4 aperture, which is great for consistent exposure across the zoom range. But you're right, it lets in less light than the Sony at its widest. Plus, it's designed for Canon's EF mount, so make sure it fits your camera.
Exactly. Mount compatibility is key.
The Canon's minimum focusing distance is about 0.9 feet, which is pretty good for getting close to your subject. And that 77mm filter size means you can easily use standard filters.
Good point. The Sony's product dimensions are 3.74x, 2.87x, 2.87 inches, making it quite compact. The Canon is a similar size at 3.81x, 3.28x, 3.28 inches, so size isn't a huge differentiator here.
True, but the Canon's ultra-wide perspective is killer for architecture and interiors. You can really capture the scale of a space. It's perfect if you're trying to make a small room look bigger.
So, the Sony gives you versatility with that zoom range and image stabilization, while the Canon gives you that dramatic wide-angle look and consistent aperture.
Right, so it boils down to your shooting style and what you prioritize.
If you're after a versatile, lightweight lens for everyday shooting and travel, the Sony is a solid choice. But if you crave those dramatic wide-angle shots and shoot a lot of landscapes or architecture, the Canon is the way to go. Both are great lenses, but for different purposes. Don't miss out on our next in-depth review to